Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive card reader. Today with a message for Aquarius. Before I get started, my guides were bugging me to tell you about something new that I'm offering. I haven't been mentioning this on the other videos, just you guys are the lucky ones. So it is something called SoulPath artwork. It's something that I'm starting to do again for pets, and it's about the spiritual life of your pets. So if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description below and you can check out the video. But I want to talk to you about your reading because this is a big week for you. So it starts off so innocently. We've got the Nine of Pentacles for the energy around you. This is the energy of comfort and of feeling that you're almost complete with something, but you're really enjoying the way things are. And we're talking about earthly stuff. So you're really enjoying the things around you, the stuff you have. There's a feeling of wealth with this card, and that doesn't necessarily mean finances. It can also mean that you're in a good position. It can also mean that you're feeling very healthy, but it's a very comfortable it's just a very comfortable card, and you're just feeling so good. And the way you respond to this, we have the Magician. So you're kind of like you're trying to make more of the same. You're thinking you need to manifest more business opportunities, more things to make your wealth stronger, make your health stronger. And so you're willing to divert your energy to create more of the same. But your soul and your guides have a different message for you. We've got the Judgment going into the Ten of Pentacles, going into the Death card. Now, you're going to have to bear with me because I got part of the message before I started this video, but I also know they're going to keep talking as we go. So it might be a little in and out. So the Judgment card, we're talking about you're being called to your higher purpose of your soul. So the Judgment card is that card that pulls you out of the past, pulls you out of the way things were. And remember, we talked about you're willing to manifest more of the same old, same old. I showed you the Magician, but he decided to fall on the floor. So because that's not what you're supposed to be doing, right? So the Judgment calls you to say, you know what? The past is done. The past is done for you. You don't need to keep manifesting more of the same. And you think that what you're looking for, you think that manifesting more of the same. So the more you pull the energy of this card, you think you're going to get to the 10. So you think you're going to get from the 9 to the 10 from trying to do the same thing. And your soul is saying, nope, you've got to rise above that, and you have to burn up that desire. You have to give it over to death. So even though things are working out and things are comfortable, you're being asked to surrender that. You're being asked to be okay with being a little uncomfortable, because it's like you give up that desire of the 10. And I've had this said to me before by my own mentor, that you give up your desire and the universe responds and sends it back to you tenfold. What do we have? The 10 of Pentacles. What is back here? The Judgment, which is double 10. It's a 20, right? So we get tenfold, and it's doubled as 20. And all because we go through the door of death. So death is not death. It's talking about rebirth, really. So it's saying that, yes, you got to a certain point with the way you were making things happen. And it's like you're almost there. But to get to that extra pentacle, to get that one pentacle you're striving for, you have to give it up. You have to give up this old, comfortable way of doing things. And I think that's really hard because there's an attachment to it. That 9 is just so comfortable. But your soul is saying, we're going up to the next level. You're going to come with us. You really need to come give up that desire, give up that willingness to be so comfortable. And then you're going to get back something even huger. So this is not really a risk. This is not talking about taking action. This is about changing your mind and changing your psyche, changing the way you think about these things and what you expect. So you're expecting that if you keep focusing on the things you already have, you're going to manifest more of it. But what you're actually going to see is those things start to drop off, because the universe is saying to you, no, you need to be manifesting something more. Your soul is calling you higher. Your soul is calling you above what you have already accomplished, because you're so much more than that. So it's going to backfire. Just like that magician falling on the floor, you're not going to be able to manifest the same, because it's like you manifested what you had because you were striving towards something. And so the 9 is like the culmination of everything you were striving towards. But here, to have completion, to get to the 10, we have to get up to the next level. And 10 is also like a 1. It's also like a new beginning, which goes so perfectly with our idea of death, that the old ends so that the new can begin. So you end that old comfortable cycle because you're going to start something new. And you're like, great, it's not what I wanted to hear. I had to work so hard to get everything up to that point. But we can't stop moving. It has to keep shifting and changing. And these are, I feel like these 2 cards are big spiritual moment cards for you. This is not like me giving you advice of, oh, it's not time to go to the doctors this week, or it's maybe not time to apply for that job. Like, this is big stuff. This is big psyche stuff. So just know that that's what's going on, is that you're being asked to turn your psychic sights and your intuitive sights away from what's the same and start to see yourself going through that door. So if you can pause the video and kind of look at this card, if you're a meditator, this is a great card to meditate on. Seeing yourself burning up the old and being rebirthed as the new, as a beautiful white huge horse that can fly anywhere it wants to. Thinking of a Pegasus. There's no Pegasus on this card, but it just popped into my head, because that's what you want to do, right? You want the freedom to fly. A winged horse is the freedom to fly. And although you're comfortable on the ground, you're not really that comfortable on the ground. Let's be honest, you're an Aquarius, right? So, and the other thing that I love, look, she's not really on the ground, right? Because she's full in her desire, she has floated off the ground. So this is really, and this one's up in the air, right? Leaving the ground. So this is getting you back to your element, even though you're leaving something comfortable. So please reach out if you've got questions. I don't know if I mentioned before, but please like and subscribe if you feel compelled to do so. It really helps keep us in touch every week. And it does help to support the channel, and your attention and time to this video is appreciated for both of our sakes, because I love to do these videos and I love to bring this information for you, and I hope you find it helpful. So I will see you next week, and have a good one.